What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. I hope y'all had a good weekend so far. Um, Hopefully, I can get through this stream. Feeling pretty high. So, with that said, legally, I think I have an infection and like my having like crazy pain, and so I'm on Norco and obviously antibiotics, but not having a great time. I'm feeling kind of dizzy and funky. Anyway, what's up, Triple G? What's up, Alan? What's up, JP? Let's look at our trades from Friday. D-Dog, all levels got hit. Yeah, people might have got stopped out, but, well, should have at least got to second trim. It was pretty clean. Tesla was the next one. This hit all of our levels as well. Should have been a decent bag. I think somebody told me on D-Dog they made 125%. What's up, Jack? Oops. And then Take Two Interactive, all levels got hit as well. So good day. If we look at our stats recently, I mean, we've just been crushing. Yeah. Win-loss ratio is pretty sick. So that's good news. What's up, Oliver? How you doing, brother? Yeah, that's me, JP. And that's not normal for me. I'm not. All I do is like drink beer, really, and some whiskey. So I'm feeling a little strange. Anyway, this is going to be a quick stream. Really highly recommend just not trading for the rest of the year, really. I would wait until 2025 to trade, but that's me personally. I don't think I'm going to be trading tomorrow myself. I mean, future is not terrible, but if you're trading SPY or options, whatever, it's going to be probably a very choppy slow day. So all right, let's just go ahead and start on 65-minute and do our weekly levels. Oh, I don't know if I said this, but this is going to be a pretty quick stream, so if you have questions or whatever, start firing away, because I don't like any of this. All right. These levels are all just too close for me to draw separate levels. We literally have a level overlapping for everything. What's up, Katsu? What's up, Sleazy? Merry Christmas, everybody. Or Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. It doesn't really matter. I am an all-loving person. I don't care who you believe in, what you believe in. Doesn't matter to me at all. Be you, do your thing, embrace who you are, love yourself. That's what matters as far as I'm concerned. Seriously, though, really highly recommend just taking the rest of the year off. Maybe study. It's not going to be fun trading tomorrow. And just an FYI, yeah, my wife has music on the TV, I think, downstairs. I guess it's being picked up. I'm not going to be going live tomorrow. Um, just no reason. It's going to be a half day, the 24th, and really, like, there's just absolutely no reason to trade unless you want to lose money. I mean, I'm sure there probably will be some opportunities here and there, but it's just not recommended. Um, Friday was a crazy day, huh? We opened below the spike base, and they were like, "Yeah, screw being bearish. We're gonna do whatever we want to do." Yeah, this profile's nuts. Ugly. What am I like? What is wrong? Odd. I feel like I normally. Okay, whatever. Oops. Wait, that's not a spike, bro. I'm telling you guys, I am loopy. I don't know why my charts are doing this weird snapping thing. I do not like it at all. Whoa. Largest volume Friday that we've had since August, which is pretty wild. Um, Big old green candle. P shape.
Dad.
What's up?
Oh, sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Should I put on my slate right now?
You can if you want to.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. If you want to show the people what you got, you can bring it in here.
That's fine.
Um, Let's see. Control and drag. Yeah, I saw that, Nacho. Thank you. Um, yeah, of course. Merry Christmas to all of you. Let's have an awesome 2025. Like let's kill it. Um, yeah, let me tell him. Henrik, bring it in here. It's not going to be all that exciting because it's only partial, but whatever. You'll understand in a second. Um, for tomorrow. Okay, here he comes. Here, show everybody. What is that?
It's an upper.
Complete upper. Whoa. Yeah, so we're building him an AR-15. All right. Cool. He saved up his money, and we ordered all the parts from Aero Precision. And yeah, so we finally got the upper, and he's got his sight and a few other parts. But like, we can't really do much of anything without the lower. We can't start putting stuff together. But whatever, it is what it is. Ruben Contreras. Let me just kind of from building Legos to guns. Yeah. Emily, yeah, the live videos are always available. So all you do, excuse me. If you go to YouTube, you go to my channel, and then you just click on live. And basically, we're live right now, but after this ends, this will stay, here under all of the live videos. Ruben, as far as your question, I would recommend starting with the playlist and going to trading series from beginner to advanced. Also, I mean, this is kind of like a weird segue, but in the description of the video, there's some books linked. One is going to be Volume Profile by Trader Dale. One is going to be Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. And one is Volume Price Analysis by Anna Cooling. Highly recommend you read those 3 books. What is taught in Trader Dale's book, a lot of that is basically how I trade. And then Uno, as far as what you're saying on fair value gaps, like I think Trader Dale uses them, but he calls them imbalances because that's what they are. I could be wrong. I don't hate fair value gaps. I hate the renaming and rebranding of what it is. So a fair value gap is an imbalance. And imbalances are amazing to trade off of if you know how to do it correctly. So the key is you want to recognize where imbalances are at the beginning of a trend, and then the next time you come to that level, you would basically follow the direction that the trend was in. So like, if we had an imbalance here and price came back down to here, then you would grab calls in that area where the imbalance is. So, I don't have anything against imbalances. I just don't like that the scammer ICT basically took that concept and renamed it, rebranded it, and acted like it was something that he invented, which he didn't. So, that's all it is. I want to try to answer Ruben a little bit better. So let's pull something up here. We don't really talk about this like day to day because I generally do classes like on the weekends. Like probably once or twice a month we'll do classes. And that's where we talk about like our strategies or whatever. These lives are just to go over what I'm looking at, as far as trading the next day. I don't have time to do classes like every single day. So if we look at volume profile by Trader Dale, and then also I'll add if you just go to his website, traderdale.com, this might seem like scammy or whatever, but I hate it when websites do this crap, which is what makes it seem scammy. But if you literally put in your name, and it doesn't have to be like your full legal name, like when I did it, I think I just typed in Drew, put in your email address, you'll be able to download this book for free. And it's like no BS. Like you'll literally be able to download the book for free. If you're like me, I prefer like physical copies. So like I buy every book, but you can get it on Amazon for like $7. So it's a pretty inexpensive book, but again, if you don't mind reading a PDF, it's right there for free. Like you don't have to go and pay for the book. Okay. And if we look at Trader Dale's, again, like I'm skipping through so much good information by going straight to this, but this is anywhere where you've established that you have a support level. When that gets broken on the retest, you would literally enter short, because this becomes an SR flip. It's a support resistance flip. The inverse would be, well, I guess this is the inverse here. Resistance, 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 breakthrough. On the retest, you grab calls or grab longs. Again, SR flip. So that's one of the ways that I trade. That's one of the setups that I look for when I'm trading. And then more specifically, we do this at key levels on the chart. So like once we've established like where our previous day value area low is, if we see price doing this, and then finally we break through it and retest it, that's your opportunity right there to grab calls or go long. Okay. And for me on retests, I like to see at least 3 5-minute candles closing above or below a level. So if I'm looking for calls, I would want 3 5-minute candles to close above my previous day value area low, and then come down, retest it, grab calls. If I'm looking for puts, I want 3 5-minute candles below a level, retest, take short, or take puts. Yeah, the book is amazing. Like it's literally probably one of the best trading books ever written, in my opinion. And there's a lot of really good trading books. This would be another setup that Trader Dale talks about. It's called the open drive. And basically pre-market, if you see price chopping sideways and then we get a quick move right at the open, if we come back to that level, you would literally just follow the direction of the initial open. So if we sell off at the open, come back, retest, you would grab puts. And then the inverse for calls. If we're chopping sideways, market opens, we rip up, come back down, retest, enter calls. You want to show them?
Is it good like that?
Looks good. You want to show him?
Again.
So he's got his red dot on now. Barely showing it, but yeah, cool.
I don't know how to.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Oh, make sure you keep the caps on.
Yeah, I just took it off for a second.
Okay. All right. I should add, like, since we're showing that stuff on stream, like, I've been teaching him gun safety since he was about 3 years old. I've done that with all of my kids because I have guns in the house. And he's been to the range. He knows how to handle a gun. He knows how to shoot. He's very proficient. He's very safe. So I wouldn't just give, any random 10-year-old access to a gun like that. But he's field tested, if that makes sense. Just like as another example, like I've taken him to gun stores and he's always just like the people in the store always fall in love with him because like they're super impressed with his knowledge and his safety. So like he'll start asking like, "Oh, is that an AR-15? Is that an AK-47? You know, is that whatever? Blah blah blah. Is that an MP5?" And they're like, "Dude, this kid knows more about guns than I do." And then they eventually end up like, "Oh, Dad, is it cool if I show him a gun?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, it's no problem." And they'll hand him something, and he'll immediately clear it to make sure that it's not loaded. And like normally the reaction is like, "Did he just clear that gun?" I go, "Yeah, of course he did." Like, you know, he's been taught to respect guns and you know, to know gun safety and to respect, you know, how dangerous they are and everything like that. So this is that same setup: chopping sideways before open, rip up, and then come back and retest that level. You would enter calls. This third strategy, AB equals CD, and basically you're using fibs to draw AB to find C, which is where you would enter calls. Or actually, he's saying AB, C to find D, and then enter short from this level. So same thing here. We found A, B, C, D. We would enter calls here at D. I actually tend to grab calls at C, I think. This is, again, showing that open drive. Sell off at the open, retest, grab short, or grab puts. Yeah, so just highly recommend this book. Yeah. And then as far as the ABCD indicator, I would just use this. AB equals CD. This is by Patterns Hunter. And like if you go to, I don't know, like anything basically, and go to like lower time frames, it gives you pretty accurate like sell here, buy here. It said buy here. It did move up a bit, and then sold off pretty hard. But just backtest this, you know. But it seems to work pretty well. So that's how I find my ABCD patterns. But so really, like, I mean, I would just also say just stick around the channel. Everything in the beginning is going to seem overwhelming, and it is. Trading, and I think this is one of the things, actually, I'll talk on this really quickly, like, thoughts on influencers pushing XRP. People are going to get clapped. That's what my thoughts are. Yeah, Ruben, our classes are on YouTube. Again, it's like every Sunday. Or not, I'm sorry, not every Sunday, but if you look back, here, I'll pull up the videos again. If you go to my channel again and go to the live streams, because we pretty much do everything live, and you look back, like, so this was Sunday the 15th, it'll say class, right? Class. And so those are the ones that you want to look for. Basically, go back and look for ones that say class. And then there's also, you know, just the search option in. So here's another class here. So like, what is it? You can search, I think, specifically just my channel. So if you typed in class, it should pull up like all of the class videos that we have. If you wanted to learn like volume profile, well, what happened? It should pull up all of our classes on volume profile. It didn't though. It's kind of weird. Um, Maybe it's better from home. I don't know. I know there's a place where you can search specifically just my videos. But so yeah, I mean that's, you know, you just search for class under my channel and it's going to pull up our classes. Okay. Yeah, that's good, Nacho. It should be on your mind. Yeah, Katsu, that ABCD indicator works really well on gold. Um, Sorry, and who was I talking to? Oh, that was Ruben. So, I mean, really, I kind of touched on this for a second, but just keep attending the videos, keep attending the lives. It's kind of hard to put it into words, but like, I think a lot of people in the chat right now will tell you that we always end up having some kind of conversation about something where every single live is kind of like a learning opportunity of some type, where something always comes up where we're teaching something new. Um, and yeah, just hang out. If I talk about something that doesn't make sense, then I would recommend doing what I did when I was new, which is every time I heard something I didn't know, I would start Googling it. Um, but with that said, just be careful like who you're absorbing information from. There's a lot of I don't know what word to use, like influencers, people trying to sell courses. They try to use like all the shock value, you know, like, oh, next stock to go 1,000%. Like you can't even say that because you don't know that for a fact. Like even if I see an amazing setup on a chart where I think the stock is going to move 1,000%, I can't be 100% confident that that stock is going to move 1,000% because in trading, we're always trading probabilities, and probabilities don't always work out, right? You'll never see any shock factor BS on my channel because I'm not here like trying to just garner views. I'm not trying to, you know, sell anybody anything. I'm not trying to sell courses. I'm not trying to sell a Discord. Um, and I've said this from day one. It's never been like a goal of mine to be like a professional YouTuber. So I'm not trying to make a living off of revenue from YouTube. If I make a little bit of extra money from YouTube, like I'm not going to complain. Most of it's probably going to go into accounts, you know, like investment accounts for my children. But, you know, of course, I'm not going to say no to free money, or it's not really free. I'm giving my time for the money, but I don't edit my videos and try to make them all look crisp and clean and whatever. And like they're just pretty raw. They are what they are. I don't think the titles are particularly flashy. I don't think I'm doing anything particularly flashy or trying to, you know, capture views based off of BS, if that makes sense. Alan, I just use the default settings, but you can read, like if you read, where is it? Oh, I think you need to go here. Yeah, and you click on this little note. It'll tell you, like, if you're okay with the 5% error tolerance, then to use whatever settings. If you want less error tolerance, then there's different settings that you would use. So just read through that. But I just use the default settings. I haven't changed anything. And it works pretty well. So, actually, it works better than pretty well. I think that that indicator alone, you could, if you just consistently traded just off that, you could be consistently profitable. The other thing, somebody was telling me, like, I haven't looked at this yet, but they were saying to to use the harmonic scanner with the ABC. I haven't looked at it. um, but something worth looking at. Okay. What's up, Rising Greatness? Yeah, for sure. But really, it's not like a. I don't know. It's just not something that I'm like striving for. You have to get to know me as a person, and like every career I've ever had in my life has always been in service of other people. So like right now, I work as a respiratory therapist at a hospital, and I literally like put myself on the line, where if I don't agree with something, like I'll go argue with doctors and I'll go argue with whoever, to try to do what I think is right to help that person. And that's, YouTube for me is like, this is my way of helping people try to up their game and improve their life and, create more freedom, more time for themselves and whatever else. And that's just kind of who I am. Sorry, it doesn't like what trigger, Alan? Oh, okay. The ABCD. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, play with it, read those notes. I think, again, somebody was saying in combination with that harmonic scanner, it's really good. Yeah, Almighty, exactly what Almighty Beardman is saying. And actually, this is a good thing for us to talk about. A lot of people go from strategy to strategy to strategy to strategy because they think there's something wrong with the strategy. Instead of recognizing that, like, there's no guarantees in trading. So, like, something might work 60% of the time, and you try it, whatever, 10 times in a row, and it fails every single time. And then you're like, oh, I need a new strategy. No, probabilities say that you could technically try the same trade like 18 times and be wrong 18 times in a row. You could also be correct 18 times in a row. Like that's the mathematical probabilities. And that's just literally what we're trading off of is, mathematical probabilities. And so you need to find basically a strategy where you have an edge, even if it's 60, 70% consistent, that's a big enough edge to become a multimillionaire if you just trade consistently and follow your risk management and your rules and whatever else. What's up, Just Q? Thank you. Yeah, and thank you for what you do as well. Our job is, it's not difficult as far as like physically demanding, but emotionally demanding, very much so. It's a very, very hard career emotionally, especially through COVID, was really rough. Thank you, Rising Greatness. As long as Spy stays above Peep. That's hilarious. I love it. Um, for tomorrow, let's see. I want to look at news really quick. I don't think there's going to be anything significant like this close. Oh, okay, a little bit. We've got a little bit of news. An hour before the market opens, and a little bit of news 30 minutes after the open. That's going to affect the market. I would really like to see calls in this range. I'm actually going to give a couple of scenarios here, but um, man, I feel terrible. I'm like sweating right now. I also wouldn't mind seeing break above, retest, grab calls. Um, So calls here would be a good idea. You can take profit here or take profit here. I don't think we see a bearish scenario tomorrow, but I could be wrong. If there is going to be one, it's going to be like puts here. I don't want to be closed-minded, but I don't think we're going to see any of these levels tomorrow. But I mean, it's always possible, right? If we do happen to come down here, like whatever bad news before the open and it sells us down a little bit, right around the single print mid is generally a good spot to get in. But again, I don't think this is a very likely scenario. Also, breaking above our October value area high, retesting, same thing. We can grab calls and just target your levels, all the way up. Okay. And I think also this is actually a good time to mention this. Actually, we'll talk about a few things really quick. Joshua, that's a good question. I'll answer that in a second. Hey, what's up, Timothy? Yeah, I'm chugging my water. So, what was I going to say? Oh, so what I'm doing right now is what you want to do as a trader. When the market's closed, you want to look at whatever it is you're interested in trading, and you want to figure out where you want to enter trades. And based on where you want to enter trades, you want to figure out where you want your stop loss to be and your take profit and whatever else. So like, I'll give you guys a quick example. I trade on the 5-minute, and let's just say for whatever reason, we get this, like I'm like, oh, like if this happens, I want to grab calls. You would use your long position tool, and you're going to figure out your profit target level. Let's just say we're targeting the previous day value area high. And then from there, I want to look left and figure out where to put my stop loss. My eyes kind of immediately go right here, which means I want my stop loss to be slightly below that. So something like this. And as long as I'm able to get double what I'm risking on the trade. So in this case, I'm getting, if I risk $1, I'm getting $2.24. So this is a trade I can take. And basically you would just draw this for every scenario that you're looking at. You figure out, kind of look left, figure out where you want your stop loss to be, based on, take profit. And then again, same thing, as long as you're able to make $2 for every dollar risked, it's a trade you can take. And you want to just look at the chart and figure out every single setup that you're interested in trading. And that way, when the market's open, you're not using emotions, you're using levels that you established when the market was closed. And so that's a really good way of being disciplined and patient, and making sure that you're trading good setups. To answer Joshua's question, I mean, for one, oh gosh, sorry, I feel really nauseous. I think the Norco. I have kind of an empty stomach because it's hard to eat right now. But so I have a wife, I have children. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. My 10-year-old son is homeschooled. My wife is extremely busy with the kids. And with that said, like, like I'm the sole breadwinner in the house. And when you rely on only trading for your income, things can start to get pretty stressful. And when things are stressful when you're trading, you start making mistakes and YOLOing and trying to force trades. And you just add stress to trading that you don't need. It's already stressful enough as it is. And so that's why I don't do it full time. Also, insurance is very expensive for a family. It's like $30,000 a year for crappy health insurance. And my career doesn't interfere with my trading. So I'm able to do both and still have plenty of time with my family. Still have plenty of time to trade. So I don't really have a reason to leave my job. Same thing with my mentor. Like, he has a very lucrative career. He was a market maker. He works from home. It doesn't interfere with his trading. So just keep earning that bread, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Almighty Beard Man, that's what's up. Hey, what's up, Peace River Ghost? Good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, you were the one that got 125% on D-Dog, right? I'm gonna have to cut out here pretty soon. I'm feeling like my head's spinning pretty hard. Feeling like I'm about to puke. So sorry, bear with me for a second. This is rough right now. I'm sorry. Oh, the last thing that I wanted to share with you guys, I would highly recommend finding like a handful of people that you get along with, that you respect, or whatever else. Make your own little Discord group and have them hold you accountable. So like every day, post the setups that you're looking for. Send a screenshot to that Discord. If you're doing one trade a day, you know, keep sharing that one trade that you did every day and hold each other accountable. I got to run because I feel horrible right now. I need to go lay down. But I would highly recommend just finding like a small group of people that you like. Yes, Shorty's my mentor. So I don't know, like as the year is coming to an end, I just want to like really say thank you to all of you. Really appreciate you guys. I appreciate the people that interact with me on the stream. If you are new, I know this will seem pretty overwhelming and hard and difficult, but just stick with it. Give it time. Everything will start to make sense. And it's all worth it. What you get put in, you'll get back tenfold. So it's worth it. I'm sorry, Doji. I can't do the question right now. Like I'm about to fall out. I gotta dip out, everybody. I apologize, but yeah, I gotta go. I feel like I'm about to throw up. Y'all have a good one. Peace out. We'll see you probably close